Hi, first of all wishing you all a very happy Ramadan. It's a pious month. It's a month where we work on lifting ourselves up spiritually. It is a month where we work on our mind, body and soul so that we become better. This particular Ramadan is going to be a bit different because we are under a lockdown and we are not going to be having those iftar parties that we had where we all got together, we celebrated as a community, and it was a time when we all got together and had a lot of bonding. But unfortunately we are in different times, so most of us will be doing our Ramadan in our houses and with just the family members of ours. However, there is a positive side to this. Yes, we will not be having those parties, but it is an excellent time to actually work on your bodies. If weight loss has been on your agenda, or if you think that you would want to get really good in your health and it has been something that you've been thinking about, then probably this is one of the best times to do this, because it's 1 month and you'll be doing a dry fast. And dry fast is almost like a miracle. It's a miracle drug which can cure you from within completely. And if you do these dry fasts for 30 days in a row, then it can be that miracle drug that you're looking for to cure any of your problems. Our ancestors intuitively knew how dry fasting actually is so important for your well-being that they actually incorporated that into your religious practice. They just made it mandatory for everyone because they knew that this is the way where, if this is the slate on which you've done a lot of wrong things, you've been binging, you've been eating, you've been doing all the bad things that you should not be doing, then this 1 month that you will be doing dry fasting or Ramadan fasting, then you will have an excellent opportunity to just wipe this slate and start afresh. So all the 11-month damage that you've done, you have 1 month where you can correct it all. And also it is free of charge. There is no charge for this drug, and it will give you all the benefits that you can even ever imagine from any exercise. In last few years, 20, 30, 40 years, the practice has changed a little bit. We don't do fasting the way we used to do in the past. There are a lot of iftar parties happen, and there is a lot of different variety of food that gets served, and we end up binging a lot. And so whatever the good that we've done to our bodies by doing the fast, the dry fast, or by doing the fast that for 16 hours actually gets undone by the kind of food that we end up eating once the fast is broken. Again, there are a lot of people who don't believe in fasting because they think it's a very religious sort of an exercise. However, if you really would want to take your health in your hands and you want to get better, this can be an excellent opportunity for you where you can start with a clean slate. Intermittent fasting is actually quite common these days. There are a lot of people who are getting a lot of benefits from intermittent fasting, and I'm a big proponent of it because I think it really does wonders to your body. But dry fasting, which is what you'll be doing in Ramadan, where you're not going to be having any water, any food for almost 16 hours, is called dry fasting. And dry fasting actually is at least 4 to 5 times better than intermittent fasting. It can give you all the results that you've been looking for within a period of 1 month. And when I say dry fasting, why is it better than intermittent fasting? So first of all, if you're not having water all day, then it still needs water for its functioning and for the cellular function to continue. And so in this case, what happens is that the body, when does not get water, has the ability to make its own water. And how does that do it? It actually taps into your fat cells and takes the hydrogen atoms from there and starts making water from it. So it has a capability of making water from your fat cells, which is amazing because then you end up losing a lot of weight because the fat cell starts getting burnt. So dry fasting that's why it becomes really important. The second thing that dry fasting does is that it actually, because the body actually goes into a survival mode, it thinks it's not getting any water, it's not getting any food, so it goes into a survival mode where it starts attacking its its own cells, the dying cells. So there are lots of cells in your body. Some are good cells and some are like old and dying cells, which are still kind of lurking around there because they keep getting the food that they want. But when you stop the supply of the water and the food from them, they are the old cells which are toxic cells and which can really turn into cancerous cells. They actually die. So you have this complete rebooting that happens inside your system, which is almost like a restart button that happens. So the old cell, dying cells, they go out of the system, and you have new stem cells that get produced. And these stem cells actually are the ones which actually make other cells. So you need more stem cells in your body because that's the sign of good health. So it starts making new stem cells. It starts getting rid of the old cells. So that is something that happens at a cellular level. Second, obviously, I've told you already that it actually taps into your fat cells. So your fat starts burning. The third thing that happens is that it is a complete detox exercise. So all that has been accumulating in terms of toxins that you've been inhaling through air, through the pollution that we have around these days, or the kind of food we are eating and the chemicals that we take in, the toxins that keep building, the parasites, the bacteria, the virus, all that is actually kind of feeds on sugar, and when you stop the food, it actually starts getting detoxified. So all that crap that is being building inside your body actually goes out of the system, and your body completely detoxes. The third thing that happens in your body when you are doing dry fasting is something that you would really want in this time. We are in this time when everybody is talking about improving their immunity levels, and they want to have the herbs and some sort of drinks that can improve your immunity. But the best way to improve your immunity would be to actually do dry fasting, because the whole system becomes really robust. It always becomes really young to actually encounter any kind of viral infections that are coming from outside. So yes, it's going to be one of the most amazing immunity solutions for you that you're looking for at this time. The fourth thing that's going to happen is that if you have any cholesterol issues, high triglycerides issues, or you have been crippling with issues of indigestion, fatty liver issues, acidity, general fatigue, knee pain, or joint pains, general lethargy, then that also will be taken care of, because it reduces the inflammation in your body. And inflammation, we all know, is the root cause of all diseases. So the inflammation goes down, and because during the dry fasting, because the system is rebooting itself, and all these small problems that you're having, they just completely vanish. Dry fasting also helps, and it has been scientifically proven that it builds the BDNF protein in your body, which is the protein that you need to improve the number of new neurons that get built in your brain. So if you really are looking for better mental health, you're looking for more clarity in your life, a little bit more productivity in your life, and you would want to improve your memory and your mental health, then dry fasting can work wonders for you. But it is very important that we do this amazing exercise in the right way. I have a lot of friends who actually completely reverse their cycle during Ramadan. So what they do is, once they break the fast, they start going out and they start eating, and they roam around in the city, and they go to different friends' places, they eat, and they keep binge eating till the way into this time of Sahri. They do the Sahri, and after that they go to sleep, and then they get up around 6:30, and then they break the fast at 7:30. So that is not the way to do it. If you really want to take the advantage of dry fasting, then you have to do it the correct way, which is that you're fasting for 16 hours. After that, you're breaking the fast in the right way, which is having some dates and fruits, because the body has not had any food for a very long time. So you have to give something alkaline to the body so that it gets prepared for the main meal that you're going to have. The main meal that you're going to have, you have to keep in mind that it has to be made in good oils, because that is the problem with iftar parties, is that the oil that they use is usually refined oil or vegetable oils, which is highly toxic for your body. So you end up inflaming your body again by consuming these kind of oils, and that's not the point of doing a dry fast. The point of doing the dry fast is actually to improve your system, and for that it is very important that you're eating good oils. And when I say good oils, I would just tell you the 6 oils that you can use easily, and you cannot go wrong with those. It's ghee, coconut oil, mustard oil, you can use butter, you can use olive oil, or you can also use avocado oil. And these are amazing quality oils which you can safely use to make a good meal for yourself. You also have to keep in mind that the meal has to be a complex, balanced meal. So you have to use the good oils, you have to use the complex carbs, you have to use the good quality proteins, and have a balanced meal. And post that, I would prefer you to not have anything, because what happens is once we've finished our main meal, then we keep eating post that till 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, till the point we're awake, we're just binging on something or the other, like small snack here, there, chocolate ice cream here, there. So I would want you to not do that. Once you've eaten your meal, then try to avoid eating continuously, because then it kind of disturbs the system. And then you have the sehri in the morning, where you can have a small meal as well. Now if you look at it from how it has been designed, that you are fasting for 16 hours and then you are eating for the 8 hours, and you have these 2 meals which are 8 hours away from each other, and it's the perfect way of doing intermittent fasting. It cannot get more scientific than this. So yes, if you do this correctly in the most scientific way that it has been laid out, it can give you all the benefits. If you look at the whole thing, you know, it's doing everything at every level. It's detoxifying you, it's reducing your inflammation, it's improving your immunity, it's improving your mental health, and it is also reducing your weight. And it's all free. It's completely free of charge. This miracle drug is available to all of us completely free of charge. So we must make use of this time which we've got and make the most of it. And when we finish these fasting for 30 days at the end of Ramadan, we come out with better health. That would be an amazing way to utilize this time. So yes, I hope you will be doing the fasting the correct way, and I hope you stay safe, stay home, and stay healthy. Thank you.